Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 2025 Atlantic Senior Fours Tournament held here at the Athena Beach Hotel in Paphos, Cyprus. This is the second outing for the competition, following the successful inaugural event back in 2023. This is our sixth day of competition, and the game we are covering this morning is a Section 2 match between the ladies of Australia and Cyprus, the champions from 2023. Game's just about to start, klaxon's gone off, and with me this morning sharing commentary duties is one of our celebrity bowlers, probably one of the most, if not the most decorated bowler in Wales. Very modest man, however, Rob Wheel. Morning, Rob.
Good morning, Kieran, and thanks for that introduction. Yeah, I can.
I was nice
probably
to you,
not,
wasn't I?
You were. I'm probably not tired of hearing that sort of comment, but thank you very much. Looking forward to this game. Surprisingly, both teams are mid-table. Australia currently in fifth, Cyprus in sixth. Was expecting that they would be, challenging sort of first and second positions now.
Absolutely, it's very. This is a very competitive section. I think Ireland might be the top of this section. We're still working our way through the games, even though today and tomorrow are 2 days of competition. For those of you who were with us last night, our live streaming was interrupted by the lightning that we had here in Cyprus, in Paphos, and those games had to be abandoned at about the 5 end stage. Some of those then continued in our indoor arena, and another 5 will be played to completion tonight. So some of the league tables, and we'll share those with you shortly, are a little bit incomplete in terms of giving the true nature of where the teams lie. Australia won the toss, delivered the jack, and have now played their first couple of bowls from the lead, who is Claire Sanders.
Yeah, good point about the tables, Kieran. Slightly skewed. Australia just playing the 5 games, winning 3 on 9 points. Cyprus, I believe, did complete a game, played 6, won 3, 9 points as well. Only a shot difference between those teams. Actually, I was out last night doing the roving reporting around the greens, and that thunder and lightning was getting closer, so I ran for cover.
It was the right decision to call the games up at that stage, because the lightning was getting closer, and about a minute or so after we stopped, it was literally right overhead. So, for those of you that just following the game, Australia are going to be playing in blue coloured stickers. Cyprus are in red. That matches the scoreboard at the end of the rink, and also matches with our scoreboard you can see in the top left hand corner of your screen. We are covering this live on YouTube, so please leave some comments. Let us know where you're from, let us know who you're following, if it's a particular club that the ladies are all from, if you're a friend, family. We just like to see the comments and know that you're all enjoying the game. Any feedback is greatly appreciated, and any questions that you may have, we will do our very, very best to answer those. Great bowl there from Anne Miles, the Australian second.
Yeah, certainly a good opener from Anne on this first end.
I think it was Anne's bowl. I'm just going to check this.
Got the sticks.
No, that was Linda's bowl prior to that. Our apologies. That was Anne's bowl now. So it is now 1 to Cyprus.
On to Australia. So I did predict that just early. That's my foresight. And playing that great forehand shot, just turning the jack.
Slightly confusing when all the teams are playing with a lot of green on their shirts as well. So.
Okay, so 1 to blue.
1 to Australia. This game is played over 15 ends, or 2.5 hours, and certainly in nearly every circumstance, we're getting games played within that time scale. Australia third, Lisa Featherby.
Yeah, decent opener, just a yard. So it's just a backhand draw for Cyprus. Just arrive to the ball or turn the jack. Decent effort, had to arrive to that. Just finishing in a good position. A yard behind the jack. You just see the ball from the other ring. The rings are quite tight, aren't they?
They are,
on this green. So we will see sort of balls from the adjacent rings just appearing on the screen.
And not necessarily wrong bias balls either, just.
Still just the one. That Australian ball just drifting through 2 feet. Been in a good receiving position. Hands go out. Why didn't that bend?
What happened there?
Yeah,
Why didn't that turn when I wanted it to?
The weight was perfect as well.
Yeah. So still 1 to Australia.
That ball's been picked up and placed on the bank. It did look to me that it actually did bend and sort of was in play. Surprised it wasn't checked by the technical officials, but taking things into their own hands and removing it.
Obviously, we're broadcasting this from a position that's quite high up, overlooking the green, and sometimes the angles that we see are not necessarily as clear. But certainly that ball didn't look to be over the line.
Again, another great line. Just a metre short. Good effort.
So not a bad set of balls in this first head and this first end.
No, it's a decent start by all players. The wind has actually dropped, isn't it, from yesterday? Quite still conditions out there this morning. Totally different to yesterday when it was blowing a right gale, wasn't it? Oh, great adjustment.
Yeah.
That's in for second.
Fantastic ball, that. I'll run through the teams in a moment, but that's currently 2 shots to Australia. Yeah, yesterday we had chairs flying. It was a lot of chaos and caused a lot of problems for the players.
Christmas tree.
And the Christmas tree. Most importantly, the Christmas tree at the front of the hotel.
So for Sarah, slight adjustment. Weight was good first time. Just needs to hold.
It's going to get a little. Oh, not quite.
It's close. Unlucky. 2 to Australia.
So, good start there from Australia. They're off and running with 2. So it's 2 to blue, 2 to Australia. Australia 2, Cyprus 2023 champions 0. So just to run through the 2 teams for you. For Australia, the lead is Claire Saunders. Second is Anne Miles. Third, Lisa Featherby. And the skip is Beth Quinlan. And then for the Cypriot team, leads Carol Deadman. Second is Linda Wilkinson. Third is Maria Staniland, and the skip is Sarah Trotter. You will notice, as Rob sort of alluded to, there are 3 other games taking place on the adjacent rinks. The games being played, 2 ladies' games, South Africa versus Ireland. So as well as this game and the 3 adjacent matches, we have other games taking place around the rest of the rinks this morning, so we will bring those scores to you, update probably every 4 or 5 ends. We have 20 countries playing in the tournament this year, 220 players, which is an increase of 12 nations back in 2023, and 118 players. Playing at the moment 34 matches a day, so a lot of bowls being played, a lot of very close matches. And if there's anybody that you are watching and particularly keen on, then do let us know. I know that one of our live streamers is keen on the Namibia score, Namibia and Scotland, so we'll certainly look to give you an update on that one sooner rather than later when we get a moment. Thank you for joining, and thank you for making a comment.
So Lisa just needs 2 feet on the last. Plenty of Australian bowls in the area. Just needs to bend with this one. Just outside the Cyprus bowl on that occasion. Good position. Again, just a similar bowl, just good line.
So even for those bowls that are not right on the jack, they're getting the line fairly accurately. The one bowl that didn't has got the weight right. So generally players here, as maybe you'd expect after 5 days of playing, are getting the hang of this rink much better than we've seen earlier in the competition.
No, obviously into the business end of the tournament. Plenty of play. Players should be well settled in. And with the conditions I did mention earlier, with conditions are still, we've got those gusty winds. Obviously, it's a lot better to play in, isn't it? It's more consistent whilst you're on the green. So that's good.
Yeah.
It's actually now a measure. It could be.
So that looks like 2 to Australia and a measure. I'm going to zoom in just a moment and have a closer look at that head.
Oh, it's a great bowl. Just been unlucky. Got the split perfectly on the 2 Australian bowls. Any fuller contact, that ball would have stayed in for shot.
Good. So
big help.
Yeah. Still now just down to 1 for Australia and a potential measure, but a really good bowl there.
Australia now will switch to the backhand. You can see at least 3 red disc Cypriot bowls just behind. Just need to cover those. Played it well. It's just run past, but that's a good spot.
Very good. Good ball there from Beth Quinlan, the Australia skip. Beth is all of these players are hugely experienced national and international players, but Beth playing for 35 years, multiple state titles. She's a former Australian international, Jackaroo, I think is what they call, and is currently the state coach as well. So massive amounts of experience.
Who coaches the coach?
Who coaches the coach? It's a good question.
No, I see that.
Chief
she-
coach.
Yeah, she is current coach of the South Australian Open side. Also note that she was South Australia Bowler of the Year in 2024.
Very good.
That was unlucky there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sarah, just slipping out of the head. It was a good ball.
So still 1-2 blue to Australia, but taking away that that measure that might have been there. So Australia off to a strong start. So 3-0 after 2 ends. This is a competition that's World Bowls endorsed and is for players 55 and older. Played here at the Constantinou Brothers Complex in Paphos. Incredible venue. One of the few places able to put on such an international event in this part of the world, and we are grateful to them for their support and assistance in doing that. Also hugely indebted to the Bowls Cyprus members and association. There's about 50% of Bowls Cyprus members are here playing, supporting, marking in some way or another. And this sort of competition couldn't happen without the efforts that they put into it on a daily basis. So thank you very much for that. It's a great venue, isn't it? Oh, Rob, you've been here a few times.
Yes, been fortunate to compete in Cyprus at this exact venue on quite a few occasions. Always thoroughly enjoyed the hotel facilities, beachfront location. Just a short walk down to Paphos Harbour. Say, what's not to like,
What's
you know,
not to
when
like
the sun's
in
out on your
December.
back,
Yeah,
roll out of bed and the greens are outside your room door.
yeah. Such is the hard life of a celebrity bowler, listeners.
It's all glamour. No, actually, when you do play in major championships, that's one of the things that you go overseas and you play. It's fairly intense, the schedules that we get. You don't tend to see much of the country where you're playing, and that's been a feature of sort of my 30 years playing top level.
Yeah, I mean, you're there to play competitive bowls. You're there to win and do the best you can. So that is your main focus. So it's understandable that you're not there just to swan off, and it takes a huge amount of concentration. And you've done it very well, Rob.
No, thanks for that. It's been good to be involved in the sport and obviously pick up a few honours along the way. So, you know, very grateful to the game in that respect that I've had those opportunities. So, still a steady start from Australia.
We're just going to hopefully follow the next bowl up, and we can take a closer look at the lay of the land.
Yeah, it's just Australia front end just dominating in the early stages, getting their bowls close to the jack, 18 inches, 2 feet. That's a good start on these surfaces.
So we rely hugely on the assistance of our NTOs in the red shirt that you can see. That is Mark, who's helping us out. Mark the marker. Yeah.
Another good bowl.
Another great bowl from Anne.
As I say, that's still very good. Sort of 18 inches, 2 feet. So gap, so it's just a perfect draw, really.
Yeah. So Australia holding 3. Obviously, it looks from your screen as if it's white bowls, but Anne's are slightly pink, and Claire Sanders is sort of blue with a white colour on them. And Claire Sanders orange balls. Sorry, Carol orange balls.
Yeah, we all sorts now, don't we? All colours, light speckles, dark speckles, spotted Picasso balls from Yanni, South African player.
That's right, yeah.
So, yeah, anything goes, really. Good to see, though. Brightens up, doesn't it? Traditionally, it was just...
Black.
Well, you could have a set, and it could either be black or brown. Just edging this one back. Dead weight. That's in the count. Big chance with this. Well played, Maria.
Yeah, excellent ball.
Absolutely what the doctor ordered. One to Cyprus. Yeah, that end was building up against them, wasn't it? 4 shots down. Perfect ball. Australia just looked to arrive to this. Just needs a slight touch. Doesn't want to be too heavy. The orange Cyprus ball, sort of 4 feet behind, would come into play then. It's a case of gently does it now for Maria. Does need another ball in the head.
Just looking at the way in which the two teams have lined up, it looks as if we're using that I call the Southern Hemisphere formation, where the first 3 bowlers, I believe, all stay together at the beginning of the rink, just leaving the 2 skips. Not the way we normally play in the Northern Hemisphere. Does tend to quicken the game up.
Yeah, it does help keep the game moving, doesn't it? And as you say, Kieran, a feature of Australian, New Zealand play, keeping the thirds down the mat end with the leads and second. Well, just underneath with both, just underneath the line and slightly underneath the pace. So again, just carefully does it from Sarah. Yeah, you can understand that, just being tentative.
Yeah,
Play perfect line. Well, bit of interest in this one. No, it's just gone, just gone. So, carefully does it. Just be trying to add sort of just on the, I would suggest on the wider side, just try and get a jack eye ball. Well, yeah, just take the one and run, I think.
Take the one, absolutely, yeah. So that is Cyprus on the board. So 3-2 Blue Australia, 1 now to Cyprus, 3-1 after 3 ends. As well as Rob and myself here in the room, we also have Jim and Chris who are doing fantastic work in the IT, social media side of things. Just looking at the score there on the other rink, it's Scotland 5, Namibia 1. But Jim and Chris doing marvellous work, and we appreciate all their efforts, along with our cameraman Panikos. And of course, Jim will be a professional, neutral to the end, but is quietly cheering for Cyprus. So if you hear the odd applause and whoop in the background, then you'll know that's come from Jim. We also then have another special guest with us today. Commentary duties are about to be handed over after this match, or probably during this match, to Dom Pixley, who's just joined us. Dom will be taking over for the rest of the competition. So he's sitting here. We'll bring him in a few moments. He's excited to be here. It'll be a different voice. It won't be a Northern Irish voice, so it'll give you a bit of a break. Very welcome to you, Dom.
Thank you. Yes, and Dom can't wait to get behind the microphone. Said he's going to thoroughly enjoy his experience here over in Cyprus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you mentioned Jim and Chris from Cyprus, volunteers. Long days for them. You know, they're just in the room, don't see the daylight, only come out in the dark. A couple of vampires.
Oh, great ball there.
Yes, good start from Claire. As I say, just Australia, you know, taking command of the ends early.
It's very similar to that first match we saw with them against South Africa, where Claire and Anne dominated.
Oh, Carol. She just slipped through between ball and jack. Any contact, she gets shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very unlucky.
I think this is going to be a long match for you, Jim. The kind of thing. You're getting very excited there. Of course, the 2023 champions were, but it's great to be invited back. They last time out they finished second in the round robin, and then went on to beat Scotland in the semi-final by 19-10, and then England convincingly 21-6 in the final. So very, very worthy champions last time out. And I think it's great that the two champions have been invited back.
No, totally agree. It's a good feature, isn't it, of the event that the reigning champions are back to defend the title. And as you said, thoroughly deserved by Cyprus ladies in 2023.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good effort, just caught on the shorter Australian bowl.
So the two Australian front end players, Claire and Anne, are both from the Yarrawonga club in Victoria State. And Yarrawonga, I saw on their Facebook feed last night, were giving them lots of support. And Yarrawonga, I've not been to Australia, but is a 3-hour drive north of Melbourne.
Oh, another great bowl.
Great ball there.
Squeeze past the front. That's in the count.
Just back to your part of your opening comments, Rob. When you see this standard of bowling, it is perhaps a little bit confusing as to why they're not literally right at the very, very top. But you know, if they have a good day today, they can. They certainly very much still in contention for a semi-final spot.
Oh yes, plenty of time to make a push, get to those top two positions, get through to the qualification stage.
So this competition, there's I said 20 nations participating. It's divided into two sections, two men and two women's section. There are 11 teams in the women's, each of the women's sections. Top two qualify for the semi-final, and obviously the final that will be played on Monday. And on the men's side, there's 13 teams in each section, but top 2 qualify, and the Australian men's are also doing very, very well in this tournament. Yeah, another good bowl there from Anne.
Yeah, really putting the pressure on, aren't they, early?
Yeah, that's looks like 4 there. Just missing Mark the marker, so.
Mark the marker. Wonder what his nickname is. Marky Mark?
Marky Mark the marker?
I'll credit Jim with that one because I did hear that earlier. Anyway, Cyprus 4 down. You do have a receiving ball just behind the head, just past the jack. So, backhand draw. Just looking for a trail. Yeah, obviously need to reach on that type of shot. Give it a chance. I was just thinking when you mentioned Yarrawonga,
Yes.
it did sound like a wine to me. Power of Google. Does seem like a wine area.
Okay.
So plenty of wineries and estates in the area.
That sounds like a good location for you and Anne to go to. And Dunwoody, of course. The other celebrity bowler. Just clarify that.
Good bowl by Australia, just playing the cover. Yeah, just the pictures that have just popped up.
Yeah.
Looks a beautiful region. Yeah, increased the weight as she had to. Just drifted past. Still another receiving bowl. So Australia again, just looking to play that cover. If she did actually have just a yard, 4 feet less, any touch on the jack to turn it behind the Australian bowls would really close the end out. Would make it very difficult for Cyprus. But same bowl, same area.
So 4-2 Australia. Time for a covering bowl, Rob, perhaps, or keep drawing away for Australia.
Well, Australia just played the last bowl, again into that receiving position. So Cyprus here, choice to make. Do they just try and play this, a draw or just over to turn the jack? There is a more aggressive shot. Either get the jack or see the front Cyprus bowl, the purple bowl?
Yes.
Contact on that will make a lot of movement in that end to get balls spreading away. You've got to take your choice. Looks like the draw. And she's close,
Oh, it's a brilliant effort.
Yeah. Very, very good effort. And what Beth will not want to do with this ball is to leave it jack high, just to leave a target and a catch. She likes it. Oh, that's in the draw line. I think we'd be seeing a more positive shot on this occasion.
Yes. Yeah.
From Sarah. Needs to attack this. 4 shots down.
It's still the early part of the game, but they don't really want to be going into the sort of fourth end being, 8 shots, 7, 8 shots behind.
Yeah, she got the pace Oh, she has, you know.
What a great
She's played
ball.
a brilliant
That's
ball.
Outstanding ball.
4 down to 1 up.
Wow, what a pressure ball that was.
Obviously felt that the shot was still there under that short ball, just to play it with controlled weight.
I think Jim liked that one.
Oh, played to perfection though.
Excellent ball. Excellent ball.
Again, that could go wrong.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's gone wrong for Australia.
Well, that
So,
was an interesting choice.
Cyprus counting at least 2. From looking like dropping a 4, they've got out of this end. Let's get that confirmed. It's 2 shots.
Indeed. Okay, well, that was a big change there, big turnaround. So we're now 3-all after 4 ends. Was that the right shot to play from Beth for Australia?
If it goes wrong, you can
It's
always
not,
say
yeah.
it's not the right shot. She obviously felt that she could get movement there.
And play Sarah's ball out.
If she had jack movement behind and to the right, that's where the Australian bowls were. Could have been 2 up. It's just gone the wrong way for her and 2 down. It's only a loss of 1 more shot.
Yeah,
She was 1 down in the head anyway, so she felt it was worth the risk.
Yeah. But there's been a swing there of 6 shots from 4 up to 2 down. So
Well, we're looking at a scorecard of, as you said, 3-3 after 4. It was looking like it was going to be 7-1 to
Yes,
Australia
right.
after
Yeah.
4. So a big end in the context of the game this early on.
So just looking at some more scores there, it's 6-0 to England against Norfolk Islands. England continuing to dominate as they have done. See if we can get a look at those other scores. Great opening ball from Carol Deadman. Carol plays for Coral Bay, playing for 10 years. National Pairs and Rinks winner, and played in the Philippines. Getting a medal in the Crusaders Open Triples tournament. So again, another hugely experienced bowler.
Yeah, good weight. Just under the line. Slightly longer jack length on this occasion from Cyprus. Obviously with that early domination from Australia, just changing things up, winning the jack, setting the length. Could stay on the Australian ball, just drifted on, just short of
so
pace.
Still just the 1 to Cyprus. So towards the end of this end, we will bring you the other scores on the adjacent rinks, and we'll also start to collate scores from across the rest of the rink. Not sure who our roving reporter is this morning. Lorna Smith has been doing a sterling job in collecting those.
Another good ball.
Yeah, good ball.
Yeah, Anna started this game really well.
Yeah, she's never far away. Very, very steady.
So Cyprus just looking to follow that in. Just overreach. Can rest that. certainly played that shot. In good position.
So more support for Namibia on the stream. You know, if you are watching this, don't be shy. Just leave a comment. Tell us where you're from. Just glad to have you participate.
Fractions. Just needed to pass that ball.
Of course, on the stream, and the matches are all made available. The end of the day, we'll upload those, so we do appreciate that, as we're hosting an international tournament with multitude of time zones. It's not always able for everyone to dial in and watch it live, so you can watch it on playback. Great if you can do that if it's convenient for you, and leave some feedback for us and comments. So part of the reason we do the streaming is for that very reason. So you can watch at your convenience if you can't make the live stream.
Doesn't need to flick the jack. Got away with it. Obviously Cyprus holding one. Any slight flick was going to give shot away. Yeah, with times, I think I'm in a different time zone this morning, Kieran, with the schedule I've had during the week. I've only had this slot on one occasion, the first day.
Yeah, we don't normally see you. We normally see you about lunchtime after you have a late breakfast and a nice lie-in and do the afternoon session, and then roll on down to the rooftop bar. So great.
So,
just checking the mic was still on there.
Yeah, well, that was a secret, Kieran. So thank you for that. My own personal rooftop bar. What a great spot to watch the sunset.
Very good.
My partner is actually flying into Cyprus tonight, so maybe all the shenanigans will cease.
That puts into that then.
We'll see.
Yeah, very good. That's great.
Good line, but just 4 feet short. So Australia one down in the head. Looking for a draw, any slight movement on the jack. Yeah, just overplayed that one.
So unusually, in the heads that we've been having, it hasn't changed a lot in the last couple of bowls. There has been a lot of regular change in this game.
No, there's been a lot of conversions, haven't there, over the 4 ends that have been played. Not on this occasion. Yeah, good effort from Sarah, just a couple of feet short.
Yeah, it was indeed.
So Beth, just be looking to draw around that ball. If Beth just rests obviously it looks white on screen, the white Australian ball to the left of the jack. Just rest that and drops in. Should be making shot.
That's an unusually short bowl there from Beth. Okay, so an opportunity here for Sarah. difficult opportunity, but she was close to the last one. Seems to be tracking well.
No, she's good line in with this.
Oh.
Could be. Yep. That's in for number 2.
Yeah.
So again, it's just a draw. I can't see any other shot really. So needs 4 to 5 feet on our last. The line was good. Yeah, decided to play a runner at that. I couldn't really see,
No.
a clear shot at that, and there was danger behind with Cyprus balls to the right of the jack behind. So 2 to Cyprus.
So I guess some of the scores on the adjacent rings for you. It is 7-0 to England A versus Norfolk Islands. And then on the other match, which is Ireland, I believe, we'll have a look at that. That is 3-2 Ireland versus South Africa. That's going to be a really close, tight game. And then on the far side, if we can get that, Panakos is going to...
Yeah, that's just confirmation that it's Cyprus 5, Australia 3 after 5.
And we'll just go back up and get that. Okay, well, it's sometimes not as easy as we would like to constantly zoom in and out from a fixed position with these rings. So I do have a little bit of sympathy for our cameraman. We will get that Scottish score to you as soon as we can. But a big turnaround in this match. Cyprus have now won the last 3 ends. Just having a technical discussion out there on the balcony. Okay, so it's 8-2 to Scotland over Namibia. So sorry to our Namibia viewers, since we've given you a score update, it might not necessarily be the one you want at the moment, but a long way to go in this game. We sometimes get asked, how do teams get to qualify for this tournament? And that's really up to the respective national authorities. Every country can bring along 2 men's and 2 women's teams. And there's been primarily 2 ways that takes place. In some of the countries, mostly in the Northern Hemisphere, it's certainly in the UK and British teams, it's the winners of the respective national senior 4s competition. Obviously the England 2023 champions from 2 years ago, they are from the same club, so they win their county division, welcome to the nationals, and then they actually went on to win the British Isles Championships as well. So club colleagues who know each other very, very well. Or there is the selection process, which is what Canada, Australia, South Africa, USA have done. And they do that for 2 reasons. They may not have a national 4s, senior 4s competition. The USA doesn't, for example. Or they really want to pick the best possible selection of players. Either of those processes are entirely up to the national authority, and currently at the moment we are seeing that the selected teams this year tend to be doing a little bit better than the club orientated teams. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. It's who performs best on the rink and on the day. So we just had some score updates through. We'll give those to you in a few seconds. We'll just make sure we don't keep our eye off the position with this game.
Yeah, well, that helps. Cyprus turning their own ball. It's going to be close for shot.
It is close, yeah. At the moment, it's got the orange ball of Carol Deadman just in front, and the blue whitey ball, I think, of Claire Sanders. So the two leads at the minute, holding the two better bowls. So just to give you those score updates, we have USA versus Jersey A. This is a ladies' match. It's 7-1 to the USA. USA sitting near the top of their league. I know they're really keen to get a win this morning to keep that momentum going. Wales are one shot down. Welsh ladies one shot down in their match. Canada A and England B. England B got a fairly strong lead at the moment, 10-2 to them. And in the fourth match in that section, Cyprus A versus the Czech Republic, it is 7-4 to Cyprus A. In the ladies section 2, which is the section that we're watching, confirmation that 8-2 to Isle of Man over Scotland B. That's actually on rink 8, so not one of the rinks that we're watching. Spain versus England A is 10-3, and then on rink 6, Canada B and Cyprus B is 10-3 to Cyprus B. So the Cypriot team's going fairly well here this morning. We have some men section updates, which we'll do in a few moments. Somebody's
strayed on the
straying
rink,
across, going for a walkabout.
Lots of hand waving, yeah. Scottish skip. Rink possession. So Cyprus lying 1. Edging that ball up. It's a good line. 4 feet short. So we'll just be looking to add. Played another good ball.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's a cracker.
That's a really good ball.
Well played, Maria.
This has been a hugely enjoying game this morning. It's a lot of good balls being played.
It has, and what a change round in the game. We could have been looking at 7-1 Australia after 4 ends. Cyprus just dominant currently.
Oh wow!
Well played.
Yeah, very good ball by Lisa there.
Just 1 to Cyprus now. Australia, lying 2 seconds, do have the back position.
Yes.
So I'm sure Cyprus will be trying to cover those balls behind the jack.
So we have those 3 Australian balls just to the bottom right.
We did see earlier that Beth is not afraid to play aggressively. So, yeah, certainly Cyprus need to cover that position. If you can actually get to the tee, that is prime spot.
Yeah.
So, taking the time with that one. Well, she's in the head. I would suggest that she wasn't actually playing that shot. So, chance for Australia.
Certainly not a covering ball, is it? It was.
No, certainly be looking to reach though. Be underneath the shorter Cyprus ball. Looking for jack movement. It's just under the line.
Okay.
Another ball through. That's going to disappear into the ditch though. Right, adjustment needed. Let's get that cover. Yep, she's certainly wider. Just needs to stay now. Yeah, that's decent.
Yeah, that's better covering ball than the first one, but depends how much weight that Beth uses.
Yeah,
How far the jock travels if she gets it.
Exactly. Well, she's close now.
Oh, goodness me.
So, close but no cigar. One shot Cyprus.
Yeah, it is. So Cyprus march on 6-3 after 6 ends. So just to give you those gent scores, Ireland in section 1, they are 14-2 up in their match. The Irish guys have put on some really strong winning performances, following on from their sort of first day disappointments. They're moving up that table. Canada B versus the USA, 4-3 to USA in the Battle of North America. They used to have a North American challenge, which they haven't had for a few years between those two nations. But Canada B has been performing pretty well. Had a couple of, in fact, both teams in the last few days have probably not got the results that they would want, but still in with a fight. We have Guernsey 4 up against Jersey A. Obviously, Jersey A being the rink of Skippy that we know well, and we have Cyprus B versus Spain. That's 3-3. Spain, I think, are currently sitting in second place, having just leapfrogged over the US in that section. We saw Spain here on our live match a couple of days ago, putting together a really top class performance, again led from the front. And in the final match we got an update on, Czech Republic versus South Africa. That's currently 6-0 to South Africa. So again, South Africa I think had a draw yesterday, so they are looking to maintain their position at the top. So some very close games, some very important games, and I think we're going to find that after each session between today and tomorrow, the teams at the top are probably going to change positions. Shot difference is definitely going to be an important factor when we come to do the final standings on Sunday evening.
Yeah, certainly the gents section 2 table. We've got just 4 points separating the top 4 teams. Australia and England B on 25 points, Scotland on 24, and the 2023 champions England on 21. So a lot to fight for, particularly in that section.
I know the English defending champions have been. They started off really strongly. Little bit disappointed that they've sort of slipped away, but it's all relative. It's only by a couple of points, and they came up a very strong performance from the England A gents there. But you know, in fairness, to have won your national title several years ago, go on and win the British Isles, then come and win here, and then come back and just, you know, make a great defence of your title is very, very impressive bowling.
No, they've done well. All good, steady bowlers. And so as being obviously from the same club, know each other well,
Yep.
know their strengths and weaknesses.
So just some more comments on the live stream. Again, we really do appreciate you taking the time to not only log on, but to leave some comments. We have Faye, who is obviously supporting the Australian ladies and is a clubmate of Beth from Ascot Park. So thank you, Faye, for joining us. Not sure what time it is there in Australia, probably about 11:20 in the evening. And some very nice comments from Laura Simpson from Namibia. So thank you for those kind comments. We do appreciate it. And she's part of the, if I pronounce this correct, Windhoek Bowling Club, oldest club in Namibia, established in 1938. Great to see clubs still going strong. So thank you again. Anybody else who wants to just leave us a comment, you can leave very nice comments, or if there's something we're doing that's not quite to your taste, do let us know. We'll see if we can do anything to improve, and we're really keen that you get the audio and the pictures in the best quality that we can provide. So thank you again for that.
So Cyprus Lion 1, looking at a backhand draw. Just looking to pass the white, we've got 2 Australian bowls in receiving position. So we're just looking to pass the jack and count. Just overplayed. The right area.
And just to say, as regards to Ascot Park in Australia, that's in Adelaide. You've played bowls in Australia a number of times, I imagine, Rob. Great experience there. Obviously, very strong bowling nation.
Oh, absolutely. One of the top, if not top bowling nation in the world. Very good players, play on extremely good surfaces over in Australia. Played in Adelaide on a couple of occasions, World Championships. Did manage to collect a bronze and silver medal in 1996.
Very good.
Said the silver medal was in the fours, actually defeated by the England quartet, skipped by one of our fellow celebs over here, John Bell.
Oh, goodness me.
He's not reminded me about it yet. He normally does. So Cyprus, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Very good ball.
Good ball again.
They still just be the one with that slight touch on the jack. Again, Australia, just looking, just to draw. Touch of the jack back to their own bowl. Yeah, I'm sure in Adelaide we were more in the Glenelg area, so more coastal. Ascot Park, just a little bit more inland in the city. So Ascot Park, again Google, you got give credit. named after Ascot Racecourse
Okay.
in England.
And you're a keen horses in general, or horse racing, or you're a part owner of a horse, is that right?
Yeah, I've got a little interest in a national hunt mare.
Okay.
Should be running on the 9th of December at Utoxeter. I'm not going to give any more away. I just want to see the price.
Pass some notes across.
I just want to see the price myself first. So just under the line.
Finger measure coming out.
Yeah, and I've said this before. I just can't fathom that.
Yeah, if you want to.
I just trust my eyes, even though I'm visually challenged with my high prescription glasses on.
Yeah, you do see an awful lot of players either using the fingers, or you get this dancing around looking at the jack. Just get on and measure it.
Again, I think just under the line, because I think the pace was just there to get that slight movement.
We had a great example of the measure a couple of days ago in the Canada B match. I think we were broadcasting Martin Foxall, who's the Canadian third. He was keen to measure everything. It was obviously, I've got a brand new measure and I'm going to use it as many times as I possibly can. Lovely bunch of blokes, the Canadian team. They're also here for the first time. Oh, great ball.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a perfect ball from Sarah. Touches the jack behind their own shot ball and finishes in key position.
Yeah.
So 2 to Cyprus.
Sarah's played some great bowls in the.
She
the
certainly
first part of
stepped
this
up.
game.
Certainly stepped up.
She's from the Coral Bay Club and played in the Champion of Champions and also 5 Nations Test Series.
So Beth just increasing the weight and just staying outside. So definitely 2 to Cyprus. I'm gonna look for another. No, just the 2. But moves them into a very handy 8-3 lead after 7.
So it's you wouldn't call it a crisis for Australia yet, but they must be a little bit concerned now, having lost 5 ends on the trot from what was a very promising first 2 ends. And in fairness, the front end of Australia is playing well. It's just that the Cypriots are playing just as good. So big turnaround in that match. Norfolk Islands now leading 9-7. Against England A, and Northern Ireland are 4-7 against
South Africa.
Of course, it's the ladies are playing for Ireland, even though they're mostly from Northern Ireland.
Yes, it
Similar
is
to Irish rugby.
Whole Ireland team.
So
isn't
all
it?
of Ireland.
Yeah,
absolutely. Football, soccer is the same as it's definitely played on the two country basis. Most other sports in Ireland are on a unified basis. We even have an Irish cricket team. Minor league, I think.
I think if the players are any good, England poach them to play for the.
Yeah.
I believe it still is the England and Wales cricket board.
It is. That's right. Yeah, that's right. I have to confess, it's not a sport I know much about. I just never played it. Just never really took to it.
I do believe England are actually toiling in the second test over in Australia, day-night test. But enough of that.
So will that be on at the moment over there?
Yeah, day-night test, so we'll still be play underway. Just on a quick look again. So Australia 511 all out. In front by 159 runs. With England currently 18 for no wicket after 3 overs. It's obviously a positive start from England as ever. Bazball and all that. Anyway, that's enough of the cricket update. Australia taking advantage just to get in. A lie shot. So I've just got a love of all sport. I just love to follow sport and see what's going on around the world. It's a big try. Just needs to bend. A good second. Yeah, so Australia just try to reach that ball. Played it well. Just slipped round the corner. Nearly perfect. So, can we drop a foot of weight? Good chance again. Just fallen the same distance, just slightly short this time. 2 good efforts from Linda. Only a slight adjustment needed from Anne. Played a good first ball. Again, just edging that ball up. It's going to be good. Excellent ball. That's in for second.
And Miles, there was the Aussie National Fours winner in 2021. Also from the Yarrawonga club.
So Cyprus just electing to keep with the draw off the forehand. Actually, don't mind the weight with that ball.
Yeah.
You catch a own short ball or just inside that.
So Maria, who just played that ball for Cyprus, been playing for 8 years, and obviously as well as winning the tournament here 2 years ago, has also won the national two ball pairs and rigs as well. So interestingly, the Cyprus team have not been playing bowls as long as the Australian teams, but hugely successful in that short time.
Quite bending. So just needs to adjust the line. Yeah, just call in that shot. Either turn the ball, use the ball, just come inside. Just playing the percentages. Yeah, you can see See the left hand come out of the skip, indicating no, you need to be wider.
Yeah.
A ball lost on the tight side. Weight was okay. Well played, Lisa.
Yeah, fantastic. Great drawing ball, well done.
Yeah, perfect spot, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's very helpful. Lisa is from the Mosman Park Club in Western Australia. Played in the World Indoor Championships in Potters in 2023. Beat Alison Marion and got to the semi-final before losing to Kerry Ann Glenn, who you'll know, Rob, from Wales. And she also got to the semi-final of the mixed pairs with Mervyn King before again losing to Kerry Ann and a young, relatively unknown Scottish bowler, Stuart Anderson. Not world's #1 bowler, or certainly has been. Absolutely fantastic player to watch. So Lisa's got some fantastic pedigree, and you know that drawing shot was just an example of that.
Again, just trying to play that shot just to arrive, you know, yard, 2 yards away. It is difficult on these greens.
Absolutely.
Does have an option to attack. Just trying to remove a couple of balls, reduce the count. Yeah, but Beth just possibly a cover. Maybe preempting that this will be more positive. It's a tighter line. It's not the weight, is it? Didn't commit to it. Didn't commit to the shot. It's jack high. So, chance to add a fourth. Adjusted the line, but didn't have the weight, so looks
two
like
out
it's
so far.
Yeah, looks odds on 3.
Indeed. So 3 to blue. That's 3 to Australia. So they now move to 6. Cyprus on 8. That was a really important end for Australia to win. They'd previously lost the last 5 ends, I believe. So yeah, interesting to see what length of jack they're going to play now. So yeah, that was a really important end. This section of the competition runs until Monday. It's a round robin until Sunday night. Semi-finals and finals on Monday. We then have a rest day on Tuesday, which we know that Jim and Chris and Panicos are really looking forward to. Going to spend the day in bed recovering, and then we move into the mixed tournament. Just see that South Africa are 7-5 up against Ireland after 7 ends. Close game as you would expect. See if we have any more of the scores there. We unfortunately got Ian Lane just standing in front of his own scoreboard on the Norfolk Islands rink, and if we pan across, it is Scotland 11, Namibia 6 on that ladies match. So the Scottish ladies continuing to perform very well. That's the Scottish ladies A team. So yes, the mixed tournament starts on Tuesday. Mostly it's the men and women from each of the 2 nations coming together. But we also have this year a mixed nations team. So we have I think Italy and Guernsey and Canada coming together. Wales are also playing in one of the mixed nation events. Some of the countries, haven't been or unable to send sufficient teams. So rather than players not get to participate, the decision has been made. In fact, took place last time as well to have some mixed nations teams, which is an important part of the competition in terms of competitivity, but also the way in which this tournament is played. Massive respect between each of the players, and they all get on very, very well. So looking forward to seeing that take place. We also, in fact, have one nation, Botswana, who haven't entered the individual men's and women's tournament, but have got a team coming along for the mixed. So 1 to Carol Deadman, Cyprus, with those orange bulls just sitting behind that jack.
Linda won't be happy with that one. Just drop in well short. Chance for Anne to add another shot. Seize control. It's outside the line this time, or slightly heavy. So I was just doing some research, Kieran.
Yep.
You mentioned Mosman Park over,
Yes.
over in Perth,
That's right.
Western Australia. I'm sure I played a British Lions test series over there. It was South Africa, Australia, and a British Lions team. I'm trying to think which year it was held.
A
But,
British Lions bowls team.
exactly.
Wow.
So it was
I
a
didn't
mix
know
of nationalities.
What a great idea. I didn't know that happened. Oh.
Players from Ireland, England,
Yeah.
Wales as a mix. A 4-person team it was back in the day. We did play that same city, or Tri-Nations British Lions series over
Yes.
in South Africa, in Johannesburg on one occasion.
So what, that must have been a few years ago, because I don't recall, not saying you're that age, Rob, of course, but I that's something I've learned today. I didn't know that even happened. What a fantastic idea. Did you win? That would be a no then from the silence. Let's move on from that.
I'm going to have to do more research on the actual results of the competition.
You see, this is the problem when you win so many things. They just sort of blur into to one.
No, what I do know is a great event,
Yes.
great concept.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Absolutely lovely to be involved in that. I think Taylor Bowles had a sponsorship interest in that. But the only other sort of British Lions team I've been involved in was part of the Australian bicentennial celebrations.
Okay, right.
When a British Lions team did go over and play in a multi-nation event on that occasion, held at Tweed Heads Bowling Club. What a fantastic club that is.
I've seen it on various televised matches. It looks absolutely superb.
Myself and Will Thomas, my great friend from Wales, played many international events with him. We did manage to win the gold medal in the pairs on that occasion, beating a great pair of Peter Bellis and Rowan Brassey in the final.
Wow. Yeah, fantastic.
Played in an Australian pairs format as well.
Okay.
Played 2 bowls
Really
swap,
good.
2 bowls and
Yeah.
swap. So great fun.
And that's a format that we don't play enough of, I don't think, in the UK. play a lot of Australian players in Florida, and hugely enjoyable.
Yeah, I think clubs do sort of put on Aussie pairs one-day events, don't they? Just to mix it up.
Yep.
So, just looking to add here. Just needs to avoid that short ball. Just overplayed.
Just in case anybody doesn't know what Aussie pairs is, because I have found in different countries they call formats by different names, but that's a form of pairs competition where the lead and the skip play both roles and take it in turns. I think it's 2 bowls, then 4 bowls, and then the whoever was leading comes back and plays skip. But yeah, hugely entertaining. Yeah, it's great.
We call it 2-4-2.
2-4-2. Yep. So still looking like Australia holding the shot there.
Well, if that holds, could sneak in for second. Yeah, it's got the right touch. Could be.
Okay.
So, definitely one to Australia. Just see if that last ball from Beth has stayed in.
On YouTube, it's getting split. It's getting separated
Right.
by the looks of it, because you mentioned, you said as Cyprus are holding one, they were actually holding Australia were actually holding
Okay.
on the image.
Do you want me to mention it or just not?
No, no,
Okay.
I just,
Okay.
I
Let's go
just
back.
let it go.
Okay. Let's go back. So apologies for that. We just had we're trying to just look at a small technical issue we have with the volume, but we were still here, we were still watching, and hopefully you can still hear us out on that the audio.
So a good opener from Claire. Australia getting themselves back into the game. Picking up 5 shots over the last 2 ends to get to levels. 8 all after 9. I should be disappointed with that following the first bowl. Just got some score updates from the adjacent rinks in the ladies competition. South Africa 8, Ireland 5 after 8 ends. And we've got Scotland versus Namibia. Scotland 15-6 up after 9.
Thanks, Rob, for that.
Caught her own short Australian ball. Probably not the pace to reach it anyway. So backhand draw. Just look to arrive. Any turn on the jack is good. Again, just short of pace. Line would have been good with an extra 4 feet. That one's just avoided the trouble in front. Got a nice, kindly touch.
So just back to the conversation we had a few moments ago from Rob, Anne Dunwoody, our other celebrity bowler, saying that she was there too, Mosman Park. And another hugely experienced, well-travelled bowler, played all over the world, lots of tournaments, very, very successful. And Anne will be on duty in one of our later stream matches.
Doesn't need that ball. Well, gets a kindly touch again. It's actually, well, they all count.
They're all the same on the scoreboard.
Yeah. Just sort of check the bottom of your shoe on those occasions. Touch it as well. That's a full hit, isn't it? You know, to get that slide and end up like that. And you can see with the way the ball is lying against the jack, Australia needs to be very careful.
Yeah.
Can only just play with very good weight to that. Anything overweight, Jack's going to spring to the two orange Cypriot balls.
Yeah, the two balls of Carroll there, absolutely. So some precise bowling required.
Again, would have been good pace with that, just outside the ball. Yeah, just to stick with the backhand, just look for a little bit of cover past the end. Wonder if Australia can manufacture something here underneath the short ball. Yeah, just using their own closest balls. Just looking at that to ride back to rest the Cypriot shot ball away. It's been nicely controlled. Look for a yard or 4 feet of pace.
Well, they're getting ready to look at it.
Certainly just outside the line. Certainly that's the shot being played. Cyprus again playing the cover, which they already have, in my opinion. I think a good ball from Cyprus would be just to rest alongside their own short ball on the inside to stop the shot Australia playing.
Yes.
It's just leaving that a little bit open.
It is, as you say, they don't particularly need another covering ball when the jack's going out to that left-hand side. But as we've said before, it's incredibly easy when we're sitting up here. We never play a ball wrong or anything.
Oh, that could
Make
be
it
the
harder
blocker that Cyprus needed.
Yeah, that's
Certainly tightened up that path into that shot. So doesn't really want to be anywhere near that shot ball. Again, cover behind. So this is where Australia now do have to be very careful. Last ball of the end. Doesn't want to stay wide and flick the shot ball to have jack movement. Needs to be slightly more conservative with this ball. Yeah, so wouldn't have wanted to be catching it on that side.
So 1-2 Cyprus. That is now going to be 8-2 Australia, 9-2 Cyprus after 10 ends. So developing into a very close match. Just had those been ones and twos for most of the match, apart from obviously when Australia picked up that 3 on the 8th end. So all to play for here. See if we're getting some more results there. We got Norfolk Islands 10-9 up against England A. So yeah, another close game. Norfolk Islands will be pleased with that. We see Phil Jones there from Norfolk Islands, very well known international bowler, and another bowls journalist. We've got bowls journalists everywhere today. I think there's only 3 of them in the world, and they're all here.
Oh, Carroll's overweight with that, but collects the jack. Just want to pan back, see how close that stayed. Yeah, well, it did spread after. She was carrying a couple of yards of weight.
And we just saw that briefly, 15-7 to Scotland on that adjacent rink where they're playing Namibia. We will collect in some more scores from around the rest of the green. But those that just come through, we'll share those with you shortly.
Oh, good adjustment,
Yeah,
good weight.
Good ball there from Carroll. So those scores we have, these are more or less after the 10th end. All the games running pretty similar pace today. So we have USA versus Jersey A. USA very dominant on that one, 16-3 for the US ladies. Wales ladies are 12-6 up in their match. Well done to Heather and the team, keep it going. Canada A versus England B. It's 19-5 to England. And on the Cyprus A, Czechoslovakia Czech Republic rather. It is 11-5 to Cyprus A. So we'll just catch up with the this particular end that we're watching, and then we'll come back with some more scores. That sounded very match of the day type commentary, didn't it?
Thought you were going to say over to the vidi printer.
So looks as if Cyprus are holding 2 with those 2 orange balls of Carol Deadman. Very, very consistent leading from Carol. I suppose you have to when you've got orange balls. Yeah.
It's not as bad nowadays, though, is it, with more colours?
No, true.
Good ball here.
Yeah.
Just sliding through. Good
effort.
second.
Yeah, good ball from Anne.
Right, just need to adjust the line. Just overplayed that one. So Australia 1 down. Do have the back position advantage. Be looking for a similar ball. Either rest the shot Cypriot ball, or a little turn on the jack.
Second ball from Anne. That looks to be close as well.
Yeah, she's close to that contact.
Oh,
She's played one.
Great ball. That's excellent. Yeah, very good from all 4 of the front end players. Just a score update for you. We have Scotland, ladies section, Scotland B, Isle of Man, 14-9 to Scotland. Spain are leading England A, 11-6. And Canada B are 5 shots adrift of Cyprus B, 7-12. Then on the gents, Ireland continue to dominate 23-3 in their match.
Great effort from Maria there. Sliding through the gap. Could have contacted either ball. Yeah, didn't want to catch the orange ball on the outside. Could have turned that over and onto the shot ball. So very close last time. Just going to try and play the same shot. Just look for contact. Again, similar to the Australian
Very
ball.
much so, yeah.
But obviously for Cyprus, they would have welcomed that contact on the orange ball. seemed to just drift away, didn't it, there?
So it's 3 balls now have just been the outside of that orange ball, just that same track through.
Yeah, the last ball was good weight and has just drifted away.
So Australia holding 1 shot.
She's actually played the line with that. It's just been underweight. That's not going to help her try and retrieve the shot on this end.
So just while we're waiting for the next ball, to carry on those scores, it is Guernsey are 10-4 up against Jersey A, and Cyprus B are 8-5 up against Spain. South Africa are 12. This is the men's section. 12-1 up against the Czechs. So South Africa and Ireland in particular continue to stretch their leads at the top of the table.
So Berth changing hand, just looking to add. Very good effort. Only 18 inches through. Just needs to avoid her own front ball with this. Increase the pace. Needs to hold now. She's got it. Yep, that's good.
Great ball.
A ball from Linda, which stuck wide, has come into.
She knew it was going to happen.
Has come into use, isn't it? There.
Absolutely.
2 steps ahead in the game, Linda. Now this is a difficult draw. Displaced Jack. You don't intentionally play that line during a game. Could be 2 to Cyprus as well.
Yeah, you got the other sort of bowler right across from the Jack. Jack high.
So certainly a test. Just need to look for length. Well, it's not bending, is it? Weight's good. Just needs to get back into rink.
Good, yeah. So.
Nope, didn't make it back within the rink boundary. So that's a dead ball.
It didn't look as if it was outside, but again,
I just think it's our angle from the commentary box.
Yeah, clearly.
We're just on a.
Clearly, the way we're looking at it.
Yeah, we're a little skew, aren't we, from the
Yeah,
balcony? So.
But it was good, a good weighted effort.
But yeah, that's what I said. You know, the displays Jack to the cord. It is a very difficult shot to play. You don't play it during a game. You don't practice that on your trial ends.
Not once we've moved that much. Absolutely not.
And I think you would have known from Linda's ball, which obviously was slightly wide and stuck there, that it was always in danger of holding. So measures out.
So just while this measure's taking place, Chris, who's been out on the balcony, has come in, get his jacket on. Looking at the weather, it's gone a little bit overcast I don't know whether we got some rain forecast for today. Come to sunny Cyprus with the lightning and the rain. Yeah, it's, we're probably due to have some rain in the next hour. Hopefully not too much, and it is going to impact too severely on the greens. I don't think it will be, and certainly nothing as dramatic as the lightning we had last night. So that looks like certainly initially 2. Just checking that again. Yeah, it's definitely. It is indeed. Excellent bowl there from Sarah. So it's 2 red. So that's now, after 11 ends, that is now going to be 11-8 to Cyprus. So momentum swings back towards them. So very good skippy bowl there. Over on the other rink we can see it's Scotland extend their lead 18-7 against Namibia. Well, the games were a little bit closer, so it is Norfolk Islands currently having a 2-shot lead over England A. The Norfolk Island guys will be really pleased with that. England maybe not so much. And another very close game, South Africa 1 shot up against Ireland. So I know the Irish team had a close match last night. In fact, we were behind until the game was moved indoors, and so they're currently undefeated. So, but stacked full of international world-class players, so they will know how to put a winning run together. Looked like Sandra was just playing a weight shot there. Sandra Bailey, the Irish skip, who you know, Rob, of course, another vastly experienced international bowler.
Vastly experienced, many Commonwealth Games. MBE for services to bowls. But Ireland, a select team, very strong.
Yeah, very strong. Yeah.
So, is Claire just overweight? Not seen too many ends like that from Claire.
Just, yeah, I think the last end as well, she was just slightly outplayed by Carol.
Yeah, well played.
Excellent ball.
More orthodox this time for Linda.
Yeah.
To count shot. Foot behind the jack.
Linda plays for the Aphrodite Club. Nickname is Linda Lou. Only been playing for 5 years, but again was part of that successful 2023 team here in Paphos, and also took part in the 5 Nations Test Series. National titles in 2-bowl and 4-bowl singles. So interestingly, the 4 Cypriot players have been playing 10, 5, 8 and 14 years. Whereas the Australians 20, 30, 25 and 35 years. So But as we say, it doesn't matter how many years you've been playing, it's the quality of the bowls you play on the day.
So he didn't take advantage with that. So still an open end for Australia to recover here. Obviously need to improve on those first 3 deliveries this end. Obviously, as you say, Kieran, an experience difference in terms of years played and maybe even state titles, if you like. But Cyprus players probably play in Paphos, in and around Paphos, on these type of surfaces.
Yes.
So more used to these conditions.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, that's 2 to red, 2 to Cyprus at the moment. Bowl each for Carol and Linda.
Urging this one back. Just stayed slightly wide. Good enough for third. Still lots of room. Again, just needs to bend with that.
Is that, Rob, do you think just the extra couple of feet of weight, or it was just slightly missed the line there from Lisa?
No, she's slightly outside the line with it, Kieran. Well, full contact. Again, probably a counting bowl, but
yeah, probably is.
But there is room, isn't there, on this end? Certainly a tighter line in.
Very close.
It's just it's just overplayed. It's going to run away.
Good effort.
Still 3 or 4 to Cyprus. Yeah, 4 indicated.
And we can just see on the adjacent rink, that was Norfolk Island throwing the jack, so they obviously won the previous end as well. So continue to make this not an exceptionally close match. Good start there from the Norfolk Island lead, Tony, known as Sleepy. We got some great nicknames. Do you have a nickname, Rob, when you're playing bowls? Lucky?
No, Lucky isn't one of them, funnily enough. So just short. Would you like to go through some of my nicknames? Are you sure?
Can you say him on there?
You're good fun, Rob.
I could save. I'm not sure. I still definitely want the Cyprus. Still could be holding a 2 or 3. This is going to be an important end now for Australia to reduce that count.
Oh.
Well, short, but maybe useful. Australia wouldn't want to be wrecked on either of those two Cyprus short bowls. Could be a change in hand here. As we say, definitely one. Fingers come out to measure.
Yeah.
Yeah, still trying to establish how many shots. I think it was indicated definitely 2,
Yeah.
possibly 3. He's got a choice to make here. Change hands, play the open side, or try and negotiate the shorter bowls. Just trying to find the inside line. Needs contact now.
Oh,
And I'll remove the shot bowl, but still will be shot down in the head.
Yeah, great effort.
With that sort of weight, you just need real solid contact with the bowl
yeah.
centre, to stay. Else you're just
and
going
she
to
just caught the side of it.
You're
but-
just going to disappear then.
But taking at least one out, could make a difference.
Well, yeah, that helps. Obviously, only 3 ends to play after this, being on the 12th end. Looks tight. There's not much in that, is there? I think we could see the NTO or
Yeah.
ITO come on to measure this.
Yeah,
I
so.
think it would be in this close. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think Cyprus now saying, well,
yeah.
it's not that they're not trusting
No,
the
no.
Australian third. It was so close.
Yeah.
So doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Getting the NTO onto
And
measure.
that's what they're there for.
Got to make use of them.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned nicknames. I will give you a few.
Go on.
Some of the explanations may be in the bar after. Some are obvious, some not. So there's been Wheelie Bin,
Okay.
Spokey, Booby, Beaver. That's to name but a few.
Good Lord.
So,
And have you gotten those from family or from fellow bowlers, or just
well, Booby
Friends.
is from family.
Yeah.
Beaver from fellow bowlers.
Okay.
Went with Spokey and Wheelie Bin
Wheelie's
and
an obvious one,
Wheelie
yeah.
back in school, so
Yeah,
those have lasted, not frequently used now.
I never really had a nickname until I moved to Wales, and I get called Key, because the Welsh love to shorten everybody's name, so I've never been called that all my life, and now it's Key.
Okay.
And not only people I play bowls with, work with, just do the same. So that was looks like
So,
3.
no, I think it's just the 2 to
Just the two.
Cyprus. Moves them 13-8 in front after 12. In a good position with only 3 ends to play. Well, at least your name isn't Dave or David, because you just end up being called Di.
Die the bowler, Die the milkman, Die the coach.
Did have Di half tomato, the greengrocer. Because for the weight on tomatoes, you used to cut them in half. So you get a pound of tomatoes, that's what you got.
Norfolk Islands extending their lead as we thought, winning the previous end, 14-11. 2 ends to go. That's a really important match there. Well, both teams, but particularly England A. what a cracking game there. 10-all between South Africa and Ireland, 11 ends. Understand that game is a few ends behind because they're being very cautious. A lot at stake for both teams, and I think just caught maybe a quick glance down. I think it might have been 24 to Scotland. Apologies if I got that wrong. It's not often I get things wrong, but sometimes I might do. Okay, Dom, alright. I'll be awarding marks for you this week. As everybody knows here, I went through a phase a couple of days ago of nearly calling every team Cyprus for some strange, weird, random reason. I think stupidity was the main reason. Yeah, another good ball. Very good ball. Carroll's had a fantastic game, I think. Very, very solid. Oh, good response.
Yep,
Yeah.
good response. Rested that ball away. Yeah, Cyprus have wrestled control of this game, haven't they?
They have, yes.
3-0 down. Early doors. Could have been 7-1 behind.
That's right.
Played a sequence of 5 winning ends. And dropped to 3-2 to level the game. But again, on a streak, 3 ends on the trot. Australia will need to win this 13th end. Wouldn't want to drop 6 behind with 2 to play.
No, and the way Cyprus are playing, you know, I can't see them giving up more than a couple of shots, even if it's straight and win for winning an end.
I think the body language there indicates that that ball is tight. Knew straight from the delivery that something wasn't right.
Yeah.
So on. Just need to adjust that weight from previous ball. Uncharacteristic really to be that heavy and through the head. Adjusted slightly, but not enough on that occasion.
So, Marky Marks, come and have a look. It's 1 to Australia. 1 to blue.
It's a nice shot for Cyprus here off the forehand. Just overdraw, rest the shot ball, turn the jack. Yep, same ball as Linda played. Just missing the line.
So we have some more scores to update you on, which we'll do shortly. Just
So last 3 balls have been under the line on this forehand. Needs to give this one the green. Chances if you reach in. Well, certainly reach in. We just overweight for the shot.
so just some quick scores updates. USA are 18-6 up against Jersey. The Welsh ladies are 20 to 9 up in their match, which is kept that momentum going. Oh, just slipped through there. Canada A are down against England B. England B are 23-7 up. They're playing their last end. And Cyprus A are 16-5 up against the Czechs, and they've played 12 ends. In the other ladies section, it is Scotland B are 21-9 ahead, 2 ends to play. Spain are 13-11 up against England A, and Canada B are 6 shots down against Cyprus B, 17-11 with 1 end to play. So they're playing the last end on that.
He's just staying on the outside again. Just looks a crucial line there, doesn't it,
Yeah.
on that forehand. We've got bowls just staying outside. Changing that line. They just drop in underneath. So quite precise.
No, it's just staying out as well, isn't it? Yeah.
We've got a miscast jack from
Yeah.
next door coming in. That's a feature of my brother's lead play. He just cannot throw a jack. To be fair, I don't know what length we're going to be playing when we're playing 4s. It ends up anywhere. Sometimes not even on the same green.
But it's all about the balls he throws, I suppose.
It doesn't want to turn that, but still 1 to Australia. Be looking to make this count now. Score of 2, put them 3 behind.
And I'll just give you some gent scores update at once we complete this end.
Well, obviously changed hand. Didn't like the way the forehand played on the previous ball. So obviously there's more balls in the line, I felt, on the backhand side. So just the one.
Slightly missed opportunity, but even so, it's still 1. So, and it's an important 1 for them. So that takes us to 1 to blue. It's now 13-9 to Cyprus. 2 ends to go. 2 very, very important ends to go. Ireland obviously taking a 1-shot lead against South Africa in that game. Norfolk Island 2 up against England A in that game last end. Hugely important game there for England if they want to maintain their title chances. Ooh, looks as if Australia have just
There's a
miscast the jack.
miscast jack. So Cyprus able to set the length.
And clearly the Scottish ladies last end continue to be very strong against Namibia 26
Yeah.
something.
Well,
They're well
Namibia
ahead.
not in double figures yet, so
No.
that game is secure. No jokers in this game or format. No power plays, so we can't get multiple count of 8.
Power plays.
Again, a feature of some, local domestic play where we're introducing little subtle changes in the rules.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shake it up, makes life a little bit interesting. I did play over in Cyprus in, this would have been the Premier League Bowls. I think the last one was around 2018, where we did have a power play end during that tournament. It made it interesting.
Yep. Do you get to choose when you play that, like your joker, or is it just it's a certain end? That's what
I think we stuck your hand up on that
you
one.
nominate.
You nominate the power play or play your joker.
So part of the strategy is knowing when to play it as well.
When not to play it as well. Yeah. Play your power play, lose a 3 or a 4. Wow.
Double whammy. So just an update on those men's scores that we talked about.
Ireland continue to be very dominant in their game, 28-7 Ireland men. Canada B against the USA. The USA are 3 shots up, 10-7. 2 ends to go. Guernsey are 4 shots up, 13-9 against Jersey A. Cyprus B are 3 shots up against Spain, 12-9. They're playing the last end. So Spain, who have been on a fantastic run recently, might just see that impact their chances. And South Africa 18-2 up against the Czechs. So once the game's finished, the updated scores are posted on the Atlantic Senior Fours website within a few minutes of the game's finishing, and then that automatically updates the section tables. So very important to see that.
Okay, it looks as though that last ball from Australia is counting. Unfortunately, Sarah, the Cypriot skip, just covering the jack position. Overweight.
Okay.
Well,
So
that's not good. That's turned it to an Australian ball.
it has. So we'll just adjust our camera view to see that.
It's obviously a touching ball, so that's disappeared into the ditch. It
So-
still will be live, but it's 2 to Australia.
To Australia. This is going to make for a very interesting penultimate end now.
Premier League Bowls was last held in 2011. 2011 Premier League Bowls.
Time.
2011, yeah.
I'm being informed the Premier League Bowls was last held 2011. Time flies.
Wow.
I thought it was more recent than that, but
Here, 2011.
did play.
Premier League Bowls 2011 in Cyprus. Yeah.
There's another event where Paul Foster was mopping up. I think Paul won 3 out of the 4 events. Fantastic bowler, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Cyprus. Just needs a clear path now. That was a very good effort.
Going on the other events.
Still 2 to Cyprus. Sorry, Australia. Apologies, Australia. I just like saying Cyprus. Yeah, 2 blue, 2 to Australia. Of course, one of the challenges we have when the jack is so far back towards the end of the rink and we're looking down is we just have a lot of enthusiastic players.
Needs to
Watch
run.
It's their game after all, so
Great line in. It's just fallen short, so still 2 to Australia.
still there's two blue.
Urging that one to bend. It's on a higher line. And watch out, next ring. So, can Australia close this game right up? That's another good line. Again, played the same ball, not quite the pace. It's going to be close. I think it was 2 Australia indicated. Yeah. Yes, nothing for Cyprus off the forehand now. Change in hand. Play around the short Australian ball. It's possible to turn their own ball in for second. Here we go. That's close. It's got that ball, got the contact for second shot. Yeah, down to 1.
Good call there, Rob. You saw that one happening.
Yes, good ball from Maria. The Australia line shot, just the one. They've got at least 3 third balls. I wonder if they can see that Cyprus ball to turn it away into the ditch, make a count.
Looks like the wind's picking up a little bit as well. Just looking at the shots of that flag there. Nothing like yesterday, but
Yep, aggressive shot, looking for that Cypriot bowl. Well, it's got movement. Well, she's somehow
well,
worked a 2 out of that. Turn the ball in. Fortunate contact.
so back to 2 for Australia. I know we would like the players to move, but it's ultimately it's their game down there, and there's not a lot of room at the end of that ring, so we will just continue to rely on the marker.
Right, just going to have a discussion about that one. I think she's still going to be looking to reach. Plenty of encouragement.
Okay. So
Yeah, playing the forehand just to try and turn their own red balls in front of the jack, just make a difference. It's just outside the line. So 2 down in the head. Last ball to play. If she makes shot here, could effectively be the match winner. So overcautious with that.
yeah, I absolutely understand that. So 2 to Australia. That makes it
13-11 with one end to go. What a great finish. Australia have picked up 3 on the last 2 ends.
We are just very close on time. Claxton's just gone. I'm not sure if the jack has been cast.
That's it.
So if that jack has not been cast for the 15th end, that is the end of play.
That's the end of play. So
But the jack, well, the lead did the job, managed to release the jack, get it up the green.
Did
Well, well, I saw that the map was handed to the Australian lead very, very quickly. So
That was a
we
tight
didn't
call,
s-
wasn't
we
it?
didn't see it, but
Mm.
and it's not we're not officials, but that was very close. I think just looking at did we catch a glimpse of that Ireland South Africa score? I think it might have been South Africa were ahead.
So Australia lying 2 early doors in this end. About a metre short, so plenty of room. He just needs to run, Carol.
So as
No, good
we,
line, but 2 yards short.
As we come towards the end of this, the last end of this match, this is obviously the first of 3 matches we stream. The next match will be at 1:30, and that will be ladies' match Namibia versus Canada A, and then our third match of the day will be gents match England versus South Africa, and that will be at 4:45.
Nope, falling short as well. So tentative start from both teams on this final end. Could be a case of first in. It's going to get control.
So we're just going to zoom in, obviously, follow that ball.
That's a good ball.
Good ball. Yeah.
As I said, first in. So on, increase the weight. Can we arrive and reach that ball? Rest it away.
Oh my word.
She's got it. She's
Oh,
got
she
it.
has. Wow.
Well played.
Great ball.
Jeez, good ball.
Only just negotiated the short ball. But well played.
13, 14.
Just have the scores from the South Africa Irish ladies game. All square, last end. Looks like Ireland currently lying 1 shot. So back to our game. Great ball from Arne there. Just in the gents game, we can just see confirmation that England just got up on Norfolk Island, 15-14,
Yeah, we're just
final score.
bearing in mind how important these games are. We're just trying to make sure we get these final scores for you. Obviously, that England A have obviously come from behind to win against Norfolk Island, so they'll be really pleased with that. Australia obviously happy with the current situation they're in, and I think
Just waiting for Did you give the score for the Ireland match? Was it
His Peel's played in the last end, 13-all after
13 all?
14.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Obviously, we're coming to
So
a great finish on our match here.
Yep, that's definitely in for second. Yeah, to Australia. That's a good ball there. It's a little bit of pressure shift over to Cyprus now. Just dropping short. So, repeat that previous ball. Australia will be counting 3 and lie in match. Yeah, it's good again. Oh, that's in.
Yeah, well played, Lisa.
2 great balls there from Lisa.
Yeah, very good indeed.
Again, Jack being displaced. Not easy. So, definitely a pressure shift onto Cyprus. Yep, got some interest in this one. Needs contact. It's got it. Got contact for second shot.
Very good. Pressure ball there. Very well done. So that's still 2.
So then,
Okay.
so must the red ball past the jack must
2
be
red balls.
yeah counting
Oh.
second. I think it. Well, my position is close anyway.
Yeah.
We are 75 meters away, but you know, trust in my eyes.
Yeah. So that wind has definitely been picking up in the last 10-15 minutes.
So for Beth, yeah, if she can arrive to that just with overdraw, any turn on the jack is going to make it very difficult for Cyprus. I'll be disappointed with that. Yeah, just taking another look at who is second shot. Very close. Definitely 1 to Australia. You see the flags really blowing now, can't you?
Yeah.
Across the green.
I'm sure they'll be pleased to finish this game without having had the worst of the wind. So.
Yeah. Weight was good. So Beth, need to reach with this one.
There's no reason for her not to be into that because it's all that head is all set up for Australia.
Yeah, 2 feet of weight is good. You can rest the shot ball, turn the jack.
Better effort.
Yeah, very close with this. Just overplayed now. Just overplayed it.
Again, not easy playing that length of jack
Well,
and the wind.
2 to Australia. So looking at a draw game. Final ball of the match. Come on then, Sarah. What have we got? Needs contact. Needs contact.
Oh.
No.
Oh. Good effort. So there we
Confirmed.
go. 2 to Australia. 13 all. What a great match. That was really good. So Australia came from 5 behind, picking up 5 shots in the last 3 ends, 13 all. So really enjoyed. That was a good match, Rob.
No, excellent match. Good finish. Australia just getting back up to claim a point. I'll be pleased with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keeps them both sort of in position or just behind the leaders.
Yeah.
Hoping to make a change over the last 3
Yeah,
games.
you know, it's a draw. It's not a win for them, but much better than a defeat. They'll be happy with the point on that. So that brings to an end our. Oh, it's still some excitement happening on the adjoining match.
The South African skip has made shot. Last ball of the game.
And that looks as if it's given them the victory. So it could be that Ireland's undefeated run has come to an end. All of the results will be on the website shortly, Atlantic Senior 4s. We will upload this game later on today as well. So thank you all for your support. Rob, thanks for the input, the advice, the